Hey, good morning, everybody. Glad you tuned in to the Devo today. My name's Bobby, and I just want to share something with you about a subject that I love, that I think will ultimately really encourage you in the end. And the subject is work, how God is present in our work. Now, they wanted Marcus Brown maybe to do this segment, but we figured out shortly that he didn't know enough about work to do it. And so, hello, Marcus. So I'm doing it for you today. Some people say that work is a four-letter word describing how we spend the majority of our waking hours. Now, isn't that encouraging? And if you feel that way, this message is just for you. I want to tell you this, though. Work is a beautiful gift. That's the way God looks at it. It gives us goals to shoot for. It gives us financial choices we would otherwise not be able to make. Our name and our status on this earth is wrapped up in how well we do our work. Work is important to us, and work started in the second chapter of Genesis. It says this in Genesis 2:15. The Lord's talking about Adam, and he goes, "The Lord took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and to take care of it." Come on, God told Adam to work it. So he's telling us the same thing. Wherever he has placed us, whatever we find ourselves doing, he wants us to work it. And Pastor Rick put it this way: before God ever gave Adam a wife, he gave him a job. So come on, somebody. You needed to hear that. Whether you work in the medical field, or the oil field, or you have a tractor in the field, I just want you to know this, that God wants you to find desire and joy in what you do as work. It's important. I've always looked forward to retirement. And I'm 60 something years old now. But I have a problem. My dad is 97 and he still works. And the doctors are saying he's got a long way to go. So I guess I'm stuck working. I might as well enjoy it, right? So thank you, Daddy. But there's a good book that I've always gone back to if I have issues relating to work. And it's an older book by Doug Sherman called Your Work Matters to God. It's almost a theology of the way that he sees you in the workplace that you're in right now. I'm going to tell you, it'd be a very good read for you. Even God found joy in his work. In Genesis 1, and it's verse 31, he says, "And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good." God looked at it and said, "That's good. I love what I did." And I think that's so important. People who have joy in their work, they do two things. They do a lot more than two things. I'm going to talk about two things. The first one is that they see greater purpose in everything that they do. Once I worked as a baby goods buyer. Don't I look like one? At a department store. And I really didn't love my job. It was, kind of like, I'm a baby goods buyer. And so I was training my replacement. I got promoted to the men's department. I was training my replacement, going to market, and I see this baby bib that was really unique to the market. And God spoke something in my heart. This is why I had you go to the baby department, because I had something for you. And so we created a company that I eventually sold, that we provided baby products to every Walmart, Target, et cetera, in the nation. And it was a fun thing to do, and I loved it. I found purpose in it once I realized God took me through it. So there's always opportunity waiting for faithful men and women who love their work. Don't be the person who's always looking at your watch. Come on, 4:30 or 5:30 or whenever it is. We have a lot of people like that. They're not going to go very far. The second thing is this: is the people with joy in their work, they increase their skills. In their Bible, there's one thing that Moses looked for, one thing when he was building the tabernacle. One thing that David looked for when he was selecting mighty men. One thing that Solomon looked for when he was building the magnificent temple of God. It wasn't kindness, it wasn't faithfulness, it wasn't even integrity, it was skill. 2 Chronicles 2 says this, verse 4 and 5. "Behold, I'm about to build a house for the name of the Lord my God, dedicating it to him, and the house I'm going to build will be great. For greater is our God than all the gods." And in verse 7, he skips to that and he goes, "Now, send me a skilled man to work." That's a message that we must hear. No matter what work you do. Musicians, warriors, gardeners were all chosen in the Bible because of skill. People with skill, they get recognized, they get honored, they get advanced, they get used, and they get honored. Again, I said that already. The truth is that the majority of Christians are called by God to the workplace, not to the four walls of a church. Most of you out there don't work for a church. You work, and so God has our ministry in the workplace. And I just pray that you see that He's placed you where you are for a reason. He's got opportunities waiting for you. But in the meantime, He wants you to be an influence, to be productive, and to have a ministry of a light right there where you are. Take a short time today and ask God to help you find joy in your workplace. He will do it. And ways to do small things to improve your specific skills so that you can add more value in every place that you go. Work is meant to be a blessing, and I pray that you will find God's blessing in it. Thank you for listening to me today. God bless you.